Welcome to the Prep Beat. This is Thomas Lawrence. I'm TJ Holmes, and today we're talking about the preseason Northern Section Prep Football Media Poll. It came out today, and Paradise, no surprise there, is number one in Division I. They take 8 of the 11 first place votes, Thomas. So what do you think about this Division I rankings?
Well, you know, Paradise is the most consistent team in Division I all the time. Like you mentioned, 8 first place votes, and they do lose the section MVP in Albert Stevens. They do get back their quarterback, Tom Hazo, to kind of facilitate that wing T offense. And as you know, Paradise always seems to find someone to replace the running backs they lose. And I know you wanted to talk about their schedule is pretty favorable as well.
Yeah, and I think that making them all those first place votes is going to help them. You know, their schedule. They host the number 3, 4, and 5. They host Enterprise, Foothill, Shasta this year. A favorable schedule. I think that factors into their ranking and everything. And then they go to Chico, who is the number 2 team in Division II.
Yeah, like you said, Chico's got 2 of those first place votes, and Chico, as opposed to an Enterprise who's right below them, kind of has the flash and the big names. They have Trevon Reed, the quarterback, and Jesse Holmes, the wide receiver, who are both potentially record-breaking in their own right. And so I think they'll get a lot of, they have a lot of flair in that respect, and I think it's part of the reason why they're so far up in the poll.
Yeah, that, and then we also, I think, is going to help everything I want to point out in Division I this year is all the all the out of section games. Paradise has Grant, Napa, Sonora. Chico has Nevada Union, who's state ranked. Enterprise has Del Campo, big team in Sac Joaquin section. Foothill has Placer, the number 2 state NorCal team, for Cal High Sports. And then they also have the Reed, which is, the Nevada Large Schools runner-up last year. And then Shasta even has Eureka, who's also ranked in the NorCal rankings. So it's a big early test for Division I. That's something to point out.
Yeah, and one team that's moved down from Division I to Division II is West Valley, and they're actually in second place in the Division II poll with 5 first place votes, right behind Sutter, who's got a lot of buzz in the preseason with 6. And, the two played each other last year. Sutter won 7-0. They won't play this year, but a lot of people kind of feel like they're on a head-to-head collision course at some point in the postseason.
Yeah, I can see that same thing. That's kind of my point of view. You can really. These two teams, Southern and West Valley, are kind of 1-1A at this point to me, and I feel like they're going to flip-flop a lot this season. It's really going to depend on who they're playing, when they're playing, and to kind of get that top ranking. Like I said, 1-1A, and then after that, you're looking at the rankings there. You got Lassen at number 3, Orland right behind them at number 4. They're the D2 champions from last year. They weren't even in the top 5 rankings to start the year last year, and they ended up winning the division. So any team is capable of winning. And then you got CV at number 5, and they're a sleeper team. I think they're really going to surprise people, and you can already tell that them being at number 5, they're not going to sneak up on a whole lot, but they're still going to surprise. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of the Prep Football Media Poll, and make sure you check out prepbeat.com for more high school sports information.